MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball. Now to the plate, Juan Olivo. He will lead this one off today.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy. This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mariners. Wade LeBlanc will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Off the LED board and gone.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Second, the right fielder,
Nick Castellanos now. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
The third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. This is line to left. Santana is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is big Chris Bryant. He had an amazing power month. He launched balls out of the park to left, to right, to center field. Impressive power. For a whole month to sustain what he did, really impressive.
And it's fouled away. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Standing in, Domingo Santana. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's gone 3 for 6. No balls and 1 strike.
Santana.
And he lays off for ball 1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play. Something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6. The first
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Here's Darvish on 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the... At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Waiting on it is Haniger, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman. Plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
Bullet back up the middle. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the...
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
1 out, nobody on.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2 is taken down and in for a ball.
2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Omar Narvaez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Wade LeBlanc is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one. Here's Addison Russell. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Beckman is right there. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bruce on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that. When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
It's the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2 fouled off. Now another 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Striding in once again, Juan Olivo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Darren Beckman. No balls and a strike to count. Got him reaching there, strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the fourth. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
I got the count.
Fooled him badly there. I mean, badly. It's 1-2.
I know
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping up to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He singled his last time up.
The right fielder.
He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Bruce is there, and he has it for the first out. So now 1 away here in the Chicago fourth. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle. Olivo moving to his right. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The batter, number 9.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a huge swing by Baez, and a ball sent to deep left field. Into the bleachers and gone. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Haniger. Around first, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying in.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Domingo Santana goes down for the first 32. Out in the 5th inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Ball, that's up
at the letters, but called high. It's a ball. The 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ryan Healy.
Now
first
batting,
2 men in the inning have
baseman,
both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A bouncer up the middle, played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Jason
First
Hayward.
delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting, second baseman, Addison.
Ready now, Addison Russell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Off and running is Hayward. In there, now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Hayward rounds the corner and is headed home. The relay throw, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
First offering on its way. Softly hit out to short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
The first baseman, number 44.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Bruce to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Now batting, Kyle Seager. He'll begin things here against Darvish.
The third baseman.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Catcher.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kyle Seager goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Into the box, Omar Narvaez, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
That ball foul.
Hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away. D. Gordon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Mariners. Number 9, D.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 6 home runs and 36 RBIs. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the...
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings. Dan Altavilla enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Digging in,
Number
Nicholas
53.
Castellanos. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup part because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. To second for one. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Shortstop.
Here's Javier Baez. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. There is Seager. There's one. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Leading off the inning, Juan Olivo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Castellanos giving chase, but it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one away now. Stepping into the box, Darren Beckman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he struck him out to retire the side. So Jason Bradford gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Jason Bradford.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. A bullet to first base. And the runner gets back, no double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Jason.
Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Line towards center field. He'll get it into second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, second baseman.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. From the stretch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. Ready for another shot now. Domingo Santana. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Jay Bruce stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail it here. Hunter Strickland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43.
Striding in, Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's
44.
working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Now we'll look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers. And these home fans have been treated to a real gem, as evidenced by that big oval-shaped number in the hit column on the right side of your screen. So a runner at first now with one away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. Darvish stands at first with one out. Strickland has racked up over 70 innings on the mound, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he popped him up, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Anthony Swarzak is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ready with the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. One run scores. And he's in safely at third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they...
And the second run will score as this suddenly is now a 7-0 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
He's set, and the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Addison.
Into the box, Addison Russell head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat, lifted in the air out towards left center. Santana is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a... Coming to the plate now, Kyle Seager. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Kyle
swung on but
Seager.
fouled off to the left. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And another foul ball. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. In now, Omar Narvaez. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Edwin Encarnacion will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. 0-1 the count. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Here now is our